Misty here. Thank you so much for joining me today. So in today's video, I have my No Pan Left Behind challenge for September. So I wasn't thinking that I would have the ability to do an update, but I actually went through both of the palettes that I picked really quickly. So I thought I'm just going to go ahead and film the update, share the photos, and then go ahead and draw some new ones in. I mentioned in my No Pan Left Behind face palette video that next month, starting in October, I'm going to combine the two. And then during my chopping block that I do every couple of months, I will talk about all the palettes, whether I'm going to keep them or let them go. So I think that'll be a little bit easier. It's all in one video, and yeah, so let's get started. So I brought in these two from Makeup Revolution. I have all of my palettes in the Spin the Wheel app, and these are the two it pulled up. The first one is this one. This is the Revolution Forever Dynamic. You're not going to really see any of the looks with any of these like center stage. I really use these mattes to kind of blend out my crease. These shimmers were topped on something else. This is the most beautiful one in this palette. It's like it reminds me of NARS Orgasm or Tarte. Is it Froze blush? Look at that. This is beautiful. So the shimmers are actually really, really pretty, but again, you're not going to see them like front and center of any of the looks normally because I throw a glitter on top of it. And speaking of glitter, I did use this one. You can see it's got quite a big dip in it. So it's a really pretty glitter. It's one of those that you shouldn't need a glitter glue. If you just kind of pat it in. Look at that. So pretty. Listen, I love glitter and I love shimmer. I don't care that I'm over 40. You do you. If you can put blush all over your nose, I can put glitter all over my eyes. That's a trend I hate, by the way. And the butterflies, I'm just too old. I'm just too old to understand. So this one was definitely a great one to get some use out of. And the other one was this one. This is the Roxy. So Roxy is some kind of influencer. I don't follow her, but she did a neutrals palette. And this is beautiful. You can really see the ones that got a lot of uses. I'm wearing this matte today to blend out my crease area. Beautiful palette. Everything seems to have performed really, really well. I haven't really gone to this side of the palette, so, but I'm not there yet. So I didn't touch every single eyeshadow pan in this palette, but by the time this goes on the chopping block, I will have, because I've literally used everything from this way to here, and then I didn't use these 3 or these 4. So these kind of 2, 4, 6, 7 right here. Everything else on this side, I actually used. Again, I don't know how much you'll be able to decipher because I was also piling this on top of, or putting stuff on top of it, layering shadows, putting glitter on top, all those sorts of things. I am going to insert pictures at the end, but these two are rolling out. So I'm going to go ahead and roll in 3 palettes depending on the size. I'm filming this early. This won't go up until the 21st, and I'm actually filming this on the 6th. So this is a couple of days before I have hand surgery. I think by October, or by October 21st or whatever, I will have had plenty of time to wear 3 different eyeshadow palettes. So I'm going to bring up my Spin the Wheel app, maybe, and it should be updated. I'm pretty sure it's updated. So we are going to draw 3 eyeshadow palettes after the ad. And if I've already worn something, I will go ahead and hide the slice. I'm really bad about updating it like that. Okay, here we go. KVD Edge of Reality. Okay. That's a new one to my collection. ColourPop California Love. Do I still have that? Isn't that the orange one? I don't know if I have that. Not the orange one, the gold one. We'll see. California Love. Profusion Wanderlust. Okay, I'm going to go look for these palettes and I will be right back. Okay, I've actually already gone through that Wanderlust palette. So I'm going to hide that size and we're going to choose again. Okay, clearly when I said I updated this, I lied. I've already used all of those. That's the Mickey Mouse. Pat McGrath Subversive. Is that the one I have? That is the one I have. Okay, let's start with the first one, which is the KVD Edge of Reality palette. If you haven't seen it, it looks like this. I don't know if this is still around. It was around earlier in the year. It was on sale everywhere like the minute it came out. Don't sleep on this one if you can find it. This is actually really nice. So the packaging, I believe, is 100% recyclable, and these shimmers are beautiful. You can see that I've already been swatching them and playing around with them. So like this one, I don't have anything else in my collection that is that color, and like this one is really pretty. I mean, they are beautiful, and I think I paid $12 for this eyeshadow palette. So again, I don't know that it's still around, but if it is, I say go for it. Roxy is snoring again. I don't know if you guys can hear her. Next is California Love by ColourPop. It's like this. It is a very gold bronze palette. Not normally my color scheme, but we are transitioning into fall by the time this video goes up. Actually, I think this video will go up on the first day of fall or around then. So I've mentioned before, in Dallas, it's hot, and so hopefully by the 21st of September, we have started, you know, cooling down a little bit, but Lord only knows. So yeah, my goal, again, is to touch every eyeshadow in this palette. And then last but not least is the Subversive palette from Pat McGrath. This is a little cheap ass shimmer palette. I basically kept it for this color. These are pretty. I don't find Pat McGrath shimmers to be any kind of legendary formula. Like I had the Celestial Divinity palette, hated it. I had the Sublime palette to this one. I just don't think they're that amazing. I mean, look at that purple. It barely swatched. Oh, those are the worst swatches ever in your life. This one swatched really pretty, but yeah. So not a huge fan of the Pat McGrath formula. So yeah, we'll see. And again, these will go on the chopping block. I'll share looks. That's how I normally do this. Did I even introduce this project? I don't even know. Anyway, I do this once a month with the goal to touch every single eyeshadow in my collection. I'm working on palettes now, but probably in the next year or so I'll be able to work towards getting my singles done. And what I love about this project is, number one, it forces me to use my eyeshadow palettes, and it gives me an opportunity to decide if it's something that I feel like I want to keep, that I love, that I'll get some use out of, or if it's something that's like, oh, I bought this either because of hype, or I bought this because I just wanted it. And if it's a, you know, a halfway decent formula or whatever. So it is a project that I'm really enjoying. I didn't create it. I found it on Instagram. And I always say, if you know the creator, please let me know so I can give them credit. I know a couple of people have joined. I know Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty has joined, and I think Andrea has joined. I don't remember. If I can remember, I will try to link some people in the description box down below. If you're someone who's doing this, leave a comment. That way people can find you, or use the hashtag #NoPanLeftBehind challenge. So yeah, I'm going to insert some looks now, but thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate you. I hope you consider subscribing. I'm here Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for the most part, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Now it's time to talk cards. Okay.